What's up guys? We're here in Singapore, and in this video, we're gonna show you our top things to do here. So hope you enjoy it. Singapore is a tiny island nation in Southeast Asia. It's a melting pot of cultures, as well as a global hub for business and finance. Despite its small size, the country boasts world-class attractions and incredible diversity, with influences from Chinese, Malay, Indian, and European cultures. On top of that, Singapore is known for its cleanliness, safety, and efficiency, making it an easy and enjoyable travel destination. In this video, we highlight 15 of the best things to do in Singapore. At the end, we'll also share a few travel tips. Now let's dive in. We are Zach and Ina. We make helpful videos about destinations around the world so you can easily plan your own adventures. The Jewel Changi Airport will most likely be your first or last impression of Singapore. This unique transportation hub combines a vibrant marketplace with a beautiful indoor garden, all within the airport complex. Its highlight is the mesmerizing rain vortex, the world's tallest indoor waterfall, which cascades through a lush forest setting. You can explore the 5-story indoor garden, wander through the diverse array of shops, eat at tasty restaurants, walk on hanging sky nets, or simply relax and soak in the enchanting atmosphere. While entry to Jewel is free, some attractions cost money, such as the Canopy Park and Bridge. Jewel is connected to the airport, but operates as a public mall, accessible to everyone. Perched atop a hill in the city center, Fort Canning is one of Singapore's most historic landmarks. It once served as a royal palace, a colonial fort, and a residence for British governors. Today, the park offers a serene escape from the city's hustle and bustle, with several historical sites to see. We especially liked the Battle Box, an underground bunker built during World War II. When you walk inside, you'll learn about its role in the war, as well as the fall of Singapore after the Japanese invaded. At the time of our trip, it was free to enter, but registration at the visitor center was required. The Southern Ridges are a series of interconnected parks spanning approximately 10 kilometers or 6.2 miles. The trail connects Mount Faber to Kent Ridge Park and Labrador Nature Reserve, which allows you to trek through the jungle without leaving the city. It's a relatively easy route with an elevation gain of 282 meters or 925 feet. One of the most impressive features on the hike is the Henderson Waves, a pedestrian bridge which is designed to look like a natural wave coming out of the treetops. Along the way, you can enjoy breathtaking views of the city skyline, lush greenery, and nearby Sentosa Island. We hiked this as a loop, starting and ending at the MRT Harbourfront station. We also had to do a small detour since a section of the forest walk was closed for repairs.
There's a lot of viewpoints along the hike, but the best one is Faber Point, so make sure to stop here because you have open views of the city.
Named after the large Indian community that has called this area home for generations, Little India is a vibrant and colorful area in Singapore. The sights, sounds, and smells will really make your senses come alive here. Serangoon Road is the heart of the district and is lined with shophouses selling fabrics, jewelry, and fragrant spices. But what we enjoyed most about this neighborhood was its delicious cuisine. Located in the heart of Singapore, the Bukit Timah Nature Reserve is home to the country's highest hill, and is one of its few remaining rainforests. In fact, the reserve is rich with biodiversity, boasting a high percentage of the country's plant and animal life. The best way to explore the park is on foot, with a network of hikes to choose from. We did a short loop trail to the summit and spotted a variety of animals, such as a rare flying lemur and a group of playful macaque monkeys. Dining at a local hawker market is an experience you can't miss when visiting Singapore. Hawker markets are open-air food centers where you can find a wide variety of affordable and delicious local dishes. You can find these markets all over the city. We embarked on a guided food tour, visiting different stalls in 3 separate hawker centers around Chinatown. This allowed us to sample a wide range of dishes, from the iconic laksa to wonton noodles, chicken rice, and crispy curry puffs.
We had no idea that Singapore has such a diverse and unique cuisine.
Yeah, and if we didn't do this guided food experience, we wouldn't have tried all of these different tasty local dishes. Which brings us to the sponsor of today's video. Get Your Guide is the leading online travel experience platform. They have more than 110,000 curated things to do in 150 countries. In Singapore alone, there are over 250 experiences to choose from, including major attractions as well as off-the-beaten-path gems. All of these are rated and reviewed by verified travelers, just like us. You can easily find activities that match your interests and then book with confidence. Their user-friendly app keeps all your tickets and experiences organized in one convenient place. One thing we enjoyed in particular about our food tour was learning more about the culture and history of Singapore. This is because our local guide grew up here and has seen the country change tremendously over the last decades. We also gained a lot of new insights during our bike tour and river cruise, which we'll talk about later in this video. With 24/7 customer support and a flexible cancellation policy, Get Your Guide gives you the peace of mind to book confidently. The ability to modify plans up to 24 hours in advance ensures your itinerary can adapt to changing weather or preferences as well. Based on our experiences, we highly recommend Get Your Guide for your next adventure. Kampong Glam is Singapore's historic Malay and Muslim quarter. You can find the majestic Sultan Mosque here, a stunning architectural landmark with a golden dome. But nearby Arab Street and Haji Lane are also areas you can't miss, boasting tons of unique boutiques, trendy cafes, and vibrant street art. Immerse yourself in the rich culture of this district by savoring local delicacies such as murtabak. The Marina Bay Waterfront features some of the most popular landmarks in Singapore, which are all within walking distance of each other. Start with the Merlion statue, a mythical creature with the head of a lion and the body of a fish. Then continue towards the Esplanade, a performing arts center that resembles a giant durian fruit. Next, walk across the interesting Helix Bridge towards the lotus-shaped Art Science Museum. Finally, you can admire the breathtaking views of the Marina Bay Sands, the most famous hotel complex in Singapore. As evening descends, make sure to check out the Spectra Light and Sound Show. This show is held nightly at 8 and 9 p.m. in front of the Marina Bay Sands. Marina Bay Sands is an architectural highlight of the city, with its distinctive ship-like silhouette dominating the Singapore skyline. This iconic complex houses a luxury hotel, a casino, and a world-class shopping mall. Even if you're not planning on shopping, it's still worth walking through the elegant space filled with high-end boutiques, restaurants, and an indoor canal. You can also head to the Sky Park observation deck for a casual sightseeing experience. But what we enjoyed most was a visit to the rooftop bar called C'est la Vie, which offered sweeping views of the city and beyond. General entry was 35 Singaporean dollars when we were there, which was fully redeemable for food and drinks. The Singapore Botanic Gardens is a UNESCO World Heritage Site located at the edge of the Orchard Road shopping district. This green oasis offers a diverse array of plant life divided into several distinct themed gardens. These include areas like the rainforest, the ginger garden, and the healing garden. All of these zones are connected by well-maintained walking paths. There are also a few lakes which are teeming with wildlife. While general entrance is free of charge, the National Orchid Garden section does charge a fee. Once a bustling trading hub, the Singapore River now boasts vibrant waterfront districts. Clarke Quay is home to a lively promenade, lined with colorful shophouses, clubs, bars, and restaurants. Robertson Quay, on the other hand, has a more refined atmosphere with a focus on fine dining and cozy cafes. And finally, Boat Quay is closest to the river mouth. This area has a more relaxed vibe with many waterfront pubs. The quays are all within walking distance from each other, offering a pleasant and scenic stroll along the riverfront. But for a unique perspective, embark on a river cruise in a traditional bumboat, a nostalgic journey that traces the river's history and offers amazing views of the city skyline. The 45-minute boat ride takes you all the way to Marina Bay. If you want to book the same river cruise that we did, check out the link in the description below the video. Chinatown is another historic district in Singapore, dating back to the 19th century. It was once home to Chinese immigrants seeking a better life. Today, it's a cultural hub that's brimming with energy. One of the best things to do is exploring the Buddha Tooth Relic Temple, a magnificent Buddhist shrine. Sri Mariamman Temple is also worth a visit, and this is Singapore's oldest Hindu temple. The oldest Buddhist temple in the country can also be found in the area. But one of the greatest things about Chinatown is simply getting lost in its maze of streets and breathing in the vibrant atmosphere. Singapore's skyline provides the perfect backdrop for a rooftop bar experience. The city has a wealth of rooftop options, each offering panoramic views and a distinct ambiance. We chose to visit Nova, which is perched atop One Raffles Place, Singapore's tallest building. The views were simply stunning, encompassing the vibrant Marina Bay, the historic Civic Center, and stretching beyond the horizon towards Malaysia and Indonesia. Despite not having a reservation, we found the weekday evening to be a less busy time, allowing us to fully savor the breathtaking vistas and the delicious cocktails. Singapore is a remarkably bike-friendly city, with dedicated lanes, promenades, and waterfront paths, making it easy to explore the city center. We joined a 4-hour bike tour that proved to be an excellent way to experience the city's highlights, especially if you're short on time. The tour took us along the waterfront to the beautiful Civic Center, also known as the Colonial District. We then continued to the Singapore River, Merlion Park, and Lau Pa Sat. Finally, We biked through the diverse areas like Chinatown, Little India, and Kampong Glam. Our guide made lots of stops and provided valuable insights into Singapore's rich history and culture. Gardens by the Bay was our favorite attraction in Singapore. This park features themed gardens and conservatories. The most impressive conservatories are the Flower Dome and Cloud Forest, which are both recommended to be booked in advance. We started with the Flower Dome, which showcases a beautiful array of plants from around the world, as well as seasonal floral displays. Just across from the Flower Dome, you can find the Cloud Forest, which is home to a towering indoor waterfall and lush vegetation. This conservatory creates a cool and moist environment reminiscent of tropical highlands. You should definitely try out the Cloud Walk. This aerial walkway is an adventure in itself and offers outstanding views. But the Gardens by the Bay is most famous for its super trees, which are innovative vertical gardens that collect rainwater and generate solar power. It's free to walk around the bottom and watch the daily light and sound show. But if you want to see the super trees up close, you can buy a separate ticket to the Super Tree Observatory or OCBC Skyway. We couldn't pass up the opportunity to walk on the Skyway, which is a pedestrian bridge connected high up in the super trees themselves. As we promised at the beginning of the video, we'll now share a few travel tips for Singapore. In terms of where to stay, choosing accommodation near an MRT station provides easy access to major attractions, shopping districts, and dining options. Bayfront and Orchard Road are both popular choices, offering a mix of luxury hotels and boutique stays. Both of these areas are located next to well-connected MRT stations. For more budget-friendly hotels and hostels, take a look at Chinatown, Little India, or Kampong Glam. You can find a link to the place we stayed in the description below this video. We also included links to a few other accommodation options, depending on your budget and style. Singapore has an efficient and affordable public transportation system. Invest in an EasyLink card for seamless travel on the MRT and buses. EasyLink cards are available at various locations throughout the city, including MRT stations, convenience stores, and vending machines. When we visited, we had to top up our cards with cash at the MRT station machines whenever we ran out of funds. Singapore's tropical climate is hot and humid year-round, so pack breathable clothing as well as comfortable shoes. Don't forget to bring an umbrella or raincoat, as rain showers are frequent occurrences in this country. Wet season is usually from November to January, with the most rainfall. The dry season is from February to August, but it still experiences some rainfall. If you have more time in Singapore or are looking for other things to do, we also put a list of more options on the screen here for you. And if you're planning your trip to Singapore, we recommend keeping things organized with our interactive travel planner. Find a discount code in the description below the video. We also included other important links in the description that will help with your experience in the country, such as an interactive map so you can get to each place we mentioned. We'll catch you on the next adventure.